I have Serena with us today, with me today, with you today, with us all today, who is a naturopath. And I thought that it would be a good idea to get some information out of her. So thank you
No worries,
for
thank you.
accepting my invitation and being here with us today. Why naturopathy? I actually, I was into it some time ago too, when I had some health problems and I decided to look for alternative methods of healing, I guess, if I can say so. Do you mind if I say something in Polish now?
No.
Dobra, słuchajcie, mam tu taką książkę w ogóle, to był naturopata, który mnie leczył ze Zduńskiej Woli, Andrzej Janus się nazywa. Stało się to taką moją małą Biblią tak naprawdę, chodzi w sumie o grzyby i zagrzybienie organizmu. Także jak ktoś by chciał i byłby zainteresowany się dowiedzieć, to możecie się zgłosić, mogę Wam coś na ten temat powiedzieć. Ciekawa jest ta książka bardzo. No, także polecam dla tych, którzy są zainteresowani. Okay, thanks so much. Okay, I would like you to tell us first, like, what the am I even saying it correctly? Naturopathy?
Naturopathy. Naturopathy is
Naturopathy. Yeah.
It's the actual term, but I'm a naturopath.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we all want to know a bit more what it actually is.
So, naturopathy was considered to be treatment, so we're treating people. Naturopaths, they're not looking for treating the symptoms of an illness or a disease. We go into a root cause of it. So we see the whole person, not just the symptoms. So, for instance, if someone got rashes in the skin or anything skin related, there could be various causes of it. There could be stress, it could be allergy, it also could be a gut.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to understand. How we do understand that, we usually have a first consultation, which is an hour, and an hour and a half, where we go through the whole life. So including what they're allergic to, what they're eating, what's the stress level, the lifestyle, and most of it. Yes,
it actually
try to
sounds
understand what can be the trigger of the symptoms.
It sounds good that you are considering stress and as one of the main reasons
definitely.
probably behind it.
Yeah.
I've been there and I know.
Yeah. We all try to manage 1,000 things, and I do understand on myself that when I'm stressed I can't really focus, or I feel bloated, or I can't digest properly, or I'm increasing my appetite increase. Other people got the opposite, which I would love to. But and then how do you manage that? You're busy, you drink more coffee, which can create an imbalance in your nervous system, and then you eat more sugar because you got the sugar craving due to adrenaline, and that's what it is pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So
I had the same, like when I'm stressed out I immediately have flare-ups on my skin, like eczema stuff, so I know that okay, that's the signal that I should slow down a little bit. Okay, but then it means that how different is it from a medicine, a conventional one that we know?
Well, that's the difference. They're stopping the symptoms. So they're treating the symptoms and they're not treating the cause of it. So a Panadol, I will give you a release straight away, but then whatever has been tried, whatever has been fixing is not a long-term fix. So
okay, so what does it involve, like herbs and
herbs? So I'm an herbalist before being a naturopath, so I'm really into herbs. Supplements, lifestyle change. I do functional tests as well, so stool analysis for understanding digestive marker or microbiome, or if you have any parasite or yeast or anything like that. Allergy test, hair mineral analysis, it could be toxicity and imbalance of your minerals, so we also do that. I do that, not all the naturopath does, not all the naturopath do, but I do.
Okay.
So that's pretty much.
And how did you get into this? Why that?
Why I never really understand why until 2 years ago when I went in Italy and like all my cousins pointing at me. But I grew up really close to my uncle and he used to give me homeopathy remedies since I was a kid. So homeopathy is part of natural medicine.
My mom too.
Yeah, it's really big in Europe. It's not that big here, so I haven't studied that. And then I never really remembered to taking medicine when I was a kid, except when I have like a fever, so paracetamol or whatever. But I always remember my uncle or my mom just give me herbs or teas or some sort of remedy, and I think that it was just stick that in my unconscious mind. And then when it came here, after a little while, I want to study. Like I was thinking about start studying. I went to an opening day in HK College in nursing there. And I listened to this woman talking about herbs, and I'm like, I want to be a herbalist. So that's how I decided. And slowly I built up my interest. So I became a naturopath after being a herbalist, and now I'm studying a bachelor in clinical nutrition. So I want to cover or most of the aspects.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
yeah.
Interesting, actually. Interesting thing. Is it more popular in Australia than in Europe?
I'm not quite sure about it. I know the knowledge that they give you in Australia, they probably is some sort better, or because it's more like people believe in more in natural medicine here, so there's more research up here. But homeopathy is huge in Europe, and herbal medicine. I think that they see herbal medicine in Europe like more as a traditional medicine, so they don't really believe as much as they do here. But people that have been taking herbs, they just see the difference right away. Like all my patients are like, oh, can I have another potion, please?
Where does it come from? Is it from China?
No, so they most of the herbs are harvested here. So there's a few companies that we use, like such MediHerb or Apple Extract company. Most of them, if they can, they source here, mostly in Queensland. And then it's a process that they're doing. So they dry the herbs and then they put in this huge machine, kind of percolating the herbs, and it's kind of a alcohol process because the alcohol take the extract of the actual herbs out of the herbs, and that's what you're drinking. So it's this brownish color.
But the whole idea, like, did it? I don't know, start in Asia maybe?
It's Asia. That was like a Chinese medicine or Ayurvedic medicine, but no, Western herbal medicine has been around since Neuropathy, so 1300.
Okay. I want to know if did you have any, sickness or disease that you were able to treat through naturopathy?
Well, yeah, I would say that I helped a lot of people with skin disease, with hormonal imbalance, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. When you're seeing a client, it's not just your commitment, it's their commitment. Like, we don't have a one-off pill to fix everything. It's a matter of commitment when they're ready to come into you and see you, because as you experience, that you mentioned to me, it's about changing your lifestyle, which is not even, like, it's not simple at the time.
It's not.
Like for me, as I mentioned to you before, like I'm in detox now and I'm out of coffee, and it's the things that I miss the most. I've been out of coffee for 3 days and I'm like, oh, I'm really craving it. But it's a commitment, like, and then you feel better. And especially I think at this age, like when you're 20s, you're thinking that you can do whatever you want, and then
the older you get,
it's all go back. It's all coming back, and then we need to fix it. So your lifestyle needs to change. So that's what I think it is. Yeah,
confirm. All right. And is there any message you really have or you would like to say to us about that?
Well, I think that people should take, especially now in this period of time with the COVID situation, should start looking after their body and try to understand how to nourish the body and how to manage a future illness, like things like a virus. People with great immune system will not even be scared about it. So yeah, I think that seeking for different type of medicine would be, it's a good idea, and I think that it could be a next step for a lot of people right now.
Because like you can't really take you can take regular
Your
medication
body will
forever,
just
but
get used to after a little while.
Yeah.
Same with antibiotics. Antibiotics, they became, like a lot of bacteria, they became immune to antibiotics for
Yeah.
the reason that
because we
we're
are
just
taking
taking
them
it for
too often.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Like, I'm not like, don't get me wrong, antibiotics is a great thing in
obviously.
medicine, but we don't need antibiotics for everything.
Exactly. Like if you just have a cold,
You don't need antibiotics because antibiotics works on bacteria, not on
Yeah,
virus. So
exactly. But
it's-
many people do.
Yeah.
I've been taking antibiotics. Well, I was when I was around 13 for my sinuses problems, and to be honest, that really damaged my body
Yeah.
in the way that I was suffering from other things throughout my life.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe I still am.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%.
What about side effects?
Of
Of natural-
medicine,
yeah.
that's not side effect.
Yeah, exactly. In comparison to the conventional,
Yeah,
therapies.
that's no side effect of it.
So we have nothing to lose.
No.
Let's go for it then.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having me here.
No,
It
thank
was a
you.
quick, nice chat, but hopefully you didn't hear the music in the background. But if you did, I hope that you could focus on me saying. Thanks.